I am here at the Champaign Fire Station, and I am here with Jessica. And today we are going to find out what it is truly like to be a firefighter. Thank you so much for joining me.
Of course.
All right, so tell me what a typical day in the life of a firefighter looks like.
Yeah, so our shift starts at 7 a.m. And then we get here, we get all of our stuff on the truck, we relieve whoever we are coming in to replace, and then we check our trucks, make sure everything's good to go, make sure all our gear is good to go. And then we typically start our day with a morning meeting with the whole shift, just kind of figure out what's going on for the day and whatnot. And then then we're kind of free to do whatever we need to do. So we start with morning chores. We keep our stations clean. So the firefighters especially are in charge of cleaning the stations, bathrooms, kitchens, all of that, vacuuming. And then depending on the day, we either go to training. We do department-wide training 3 times a week. If you're not doing department-wide training, you might be just doing training with your company. We also do maintenance and inventory on the trucks on certain days. So there's always something to do around the station, so we kind of keep ourselves busy during the day. We also cook meals together, so we cook lunch and dinner together. So we may have to go to the store to do that. Sometimes we go out for lunch too, but so everybody pitches in for meals and we cook together. So yeah, that's mealtime. In the afternoons, a lot of times we work out. Obviously we have to stay in shape for our jobs. So all the stations have a gym, so we have time to work out during the day. And then that takes us pretty much to dinner time, and then we sit down and eat dinner. After dinner, it's more of like, you know, you're at home for the day almost. Like the fire station is kind of your home for 24 hours. It's like a family setting. So after dinner, we hang out, sit in the recliners, watch TV or whatever. It's kind of more like our relaxing time. And then we go to bed around 9, 10, sometimes later for some people or earlier. And you're in bed until you have to get up and get ready for the next day. And in between all of that, you're going on calls. So any of that can be interrupted at any time by medical calls, fire alarms, CO calls. We run on all sorts of things. So.
And how often would you say that time throughout what you just explained is interrupted by fire calls?
It's so random. It's also different at the different stations. So at the downtown station here, we have 3 different trucks. So the squad goes on a lot of medical calls, and the engine and the ladder will go on fire alarms. So we do get more calls down here, I would say. And just different parts of town are busier. So like our station 5 is a little bit busier. Station 3 is definitely busier. And like station 2 is one that, you know, typically has less calls. But any given day is you can just never predict that. So.
Right. And now what would you say to somebody who's watching, who maybe has always wanted to be a firefighter? Is this job what you thought it would be? Is it different than what you thought?
I would say in some ways it's different, and in some ways it's exactly what I thought. I love it, and I'm really glad that I took the chance to do it. It was never something that I was like, growing up, I always wanted to be a firefighter. That wasn't me. It was just something that somebody put in my head, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And so I was like, well, you know, I'll do a ride along, I'll join a volunteer department and kind of see what it's like and see if I like it. And I did. And so I've been here for about almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in August. And I love it. It's great. But I would say for somebody who's maybe thinking that that's what they want to do, schedule a ride along or go see in your local town what it takes to join the volunteer department, or see if you can shadow for a day there. You know, just see how you can get involved and dip your toe into it and see if you like it.
Yeah, those are all really good ideas of ways to kind of try it out before you decide what you want to do. And then thinking back to your very first fire call, how are you feeling going into that situation versus how it is now that it's kind of a routine day?
Well, my first, even just a fire alarm call, a lot of times that we go on fire alarms and it's, you know, just a problem with the system or something, but you know, we get dressed out and act like it's could be a fire every time. And my first fire alarm call, I was like, my adrenaline was going, I was really nervous, and now that's more of a routine thing. That's it's not so much, I'm just like focused on what I need to do to, you know, get the alarm to shut off. But fire calls are a little different. My first fire call, I was extremely, extremely nervous. Like the adrenaline was just so high. And even now, going on like a working fire that's, you know, sounds like it's actually a fire and not, you know, just, you know, smoke in the area or something, your adrenaline is going. But I remember my first in fire where I got to go in. We were the first company there. We got to go in. I was on the nozzle. I got to put the fire out. I was more nervous to do a good job than like actually go into the burning building. And I was like, okay, I think this is probably the right thing for me to do, because I was excited to go into the burning building, not scared. So,
oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were really focused then on,
yeah.
saving the building and everything inside.
Yeah.
And then how do you feel once you're done and the fire is out and you've saved something or someone or things like that?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. It's like, that's what we're here to do. We don't do that a lot. We don't have a lot of fires, which is a good thing, that, you know, there's not a lot of house fires in the area. But when we do get to do that, it's a great feeling.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of that with me. We do something on ciLiving called Jaclyn Does My Job. So I was wondering if I could kind of shadow some firefighters today and learn what it's like to be a firefighter.
Yeah, it sounds like you're going to have a fun day.
All right, let's do it.